Hello, everybody, and welcome to the top 5 new comics for August 3rd and 4th of 2021. I'm, as always, Chris, and I can't believe it's already August, but hey, we'll start off with some great books. Starting with X-Men #2. This is written by Gerry Duggan with art by Pepe Larrez. Listen, I was a little hesitant on X-Men with Gerry taking over. Hickman was obviously the reason I jumped over to X-Men and was falling in love with the line. But the first issue was really good. It did a lot of cool things. Mostly just told a very simple and straightforward superhero story, which was kind of nice inside this world of X-Men we have right now. And gave me a reason to really just enjoy a very welcome to the greater Marvel Universe X-Men story that I just enjoyed, and Pepe's art was just phenomenal. So that issue was kind of one and done. Very got a bad out of the way. Had the X-Men help out, like introduce where they are and what the team is and all this stuff. And now we're probably going to move over to the grander story, which was kind of the B plot of issue 1, but we didn't get too much into it. So I look forward to see how this book transforms over the next, 10, 12, 20, however many issues. And hopefully it sticks with that kind of lightheartedness, the easygoingness of issue 1. That said, I mean, Gerry's just a phenomenal writer, and I've always enjoyed his stuff. So, X-Men, enjoying it. It's crazy times we live in. After that, we've got Crime Syndicate #6. This is written by Andy Schmidt with art by McKeown and Bryan Hitch. So we're at the end of Crime Syndicate. It's the last issue. So if you haven't read any of Crime Syndicate, it's probably not a great time to jump on. But this 6-issue series is coming to an end, and I've just been so enjoying it. Everything they've been doing with it. They've been having a lot of fun with it. Doing these like crazy little things. Like doing the little interstitials in there saying like, find out more about this story in this book that, I forgot it was never printed, and this stuff like that. All the while just telling a cool Crime Syndicate story, and I've always been a big sucker for Crime Syndicate. It's just it's a simple idea, but it's just an idea that I've always really enjoyed, and I think Andy's been doing a great job with it. And the Bryan Hitch backup stories have been the introduction of these characters, the origin stories of these characters, and who they are now in this new DC universe. And they've been really well done as well. So if you haven't checked out Crime Syndicate, this is probably not the best place to jump on, as I said earlier, but there will be a collection out soon. Or if you're a digital reader, all 6 issues are always available. And I think it's well worth your time. It's a fun book. After that, I've got Heroes Union #1. This is written by Roger Stern with art by Ron Frenz. This is a cool book that I'm really looking forward to. It's a new superhero universe that Binge Comics is trying to make. They're bringing in some old school, just great creators, legendary creators. Ron Frenz, Sal Buscema was a part of it. Like I said, Roger Stern. And it's this 68-page book for $5, which these days is, unheard of. And we're telling just cool, all ages superhero stories. So I look forward to it. I think the character designs are cool. I like what they're showing. It really feels like a golden age comic kind of made into something a little more modern. So it just has a lot of cool ideas behind it that I'm interested in, and could bring kind of a different a version of superhero comics that we don't see today as much anymore. And I really look forward to seeing what they have in store and checking this out. After that, got Skybound X #5. This is written by Robert Kirkman with art by Ryan Ottley and so many more. The Skybound X series has been really cool. I've been talking about it a lot because I like what Kirkman's doing here, trying to not only like doing this fun Walking Dead Rick Grimes 2000 story, but also doing a bunch of backup stories that tie into the different Skybound books over the years. Last issue had a Redneck story. We've done Science Dog stories and so on. And what's cool about this one is Kyle Starks is doing a story in here for his new book, The Six Sidekicks of Trigger Keaton, which I'm really enjoying. But the one that's really going to be big for this, that people are going to jump on, is that one of the backups is Kirkman and Jason Howard of Super Dinosaur fame and their new book, c.o.d.e. So I'm looking forward to see what they have in store. I love Super Dinosaur. It was a really fun all-ages story about a kid and his friend, a T-Rex. And they go on these weird adventures. So really enjoying the front story and how wacky and weird it is and just outrageous. And love that he's putting a spotlight on other books. And then obviously we've got this new Kirkman book that we're going to find out more about through this. So enjoying Skybound X. It's I think it's well worth your time. And we're going to end it with The Nice House on the Lake #3. This is written by James Tynion IV with art by Alvaro Martinez Bueno. So I haven't talked about Nice House on the Lake because I jumped on it late. It got a lot of hype as this book that people should be reading. So I checked it out and I loved it. That first issue was so good. The second issue just keeps it going. So it just jumped up to some of my favorite stuff right now. If you don't know, it's basically this kind of spoils issue 1, but bear with me. This gentleman knows a bunch of people, different walks of life. He's friends with them. He's lived on Earth for his entire life, and brings them to this nice house on the lake where they can go and have this fun vacation together. And come to find out that the world is ending and he's not who he seems to be. So they have to kind of interact with each other, even though some of them are friends, some of them aren't friends. They may know each other through different ways or different amounts of time. And they're kind of just dealing with the fact that they came to this place. Their friend is not who they thought he was. And the world is on fire. The apocalypse is happening, but they've been saved. And why them? It's a cool story. It's a good character piece. I love what he's doing with this series, and I think everybody should be jumping on it. So that's everything, everybody. Remember to check out my podcast, Fortress Comic News. This week we had Tony Parker, not the basketball player, but the great artist behind books like God of War and the Mass Effect series, and also his independent books like Mayday and others as well. We had a fun time talking to him. He's a very intelligent man who just spews knowledge about comics. And if you're somebody who wants to get into comics, especially an artist, he's a great man to listen to because he has a lot of knowledge and a lot of advice to give. And I just had a great time. Hope to talk to him again. And if you're enjoying what we're doing here on these videos and the podcast as well, remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below, do all that fun stuff. And you can check out all the cool stuff we're doing here at Fortress Comics. So thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see y'all here next week.